Good morning, Dean Davison for Weather Pros, liveweatherblogs.com, Snowplow Nation. We're going to be talking about, first, Matthew. We're also going to be talking about what occurred over the last 2 days. First off, we're going to start with the weather here in the Mid-Atlantic. We're going to stay wet tomorrow for the day on Friday, with showers and possibly some thunderstorms. Not looking to be severe, maybe some hail, but the rotation definitely should be way, way down tomorrow, so thank God for that. We've had a crazy 2 days here in Roanoke, Virginia, where I live in Vinton, and I'm going to show you that and recap that after I get done with Matthew. We start off with Matthew. Hurricane Matthew, over 80-mile-an-hour winds here. Very strong looking hurricane. We got nice outflow starting to come out of this beautiful storm. It's going to hit here near Jamaica. It's going to be pretty rough for that nation. This is your hurricane models, global models. Majority of them keep this east of Florida. Now when it gets here is really where all the models start having a little bit of fun with this, with a low and a high, and where that low goes to the north of it and where the high is situated. That all will depend after this weekend. We should be getting a little bit better of an idea where this, when we're here, the storm will go. But we have current runs on different models. This is only one run, so this isn't an exact forecast. One thing is for certain, it's going to go pretty much over Jamaica and towards the Bahamas. And that just took out, let me go back up here. So that's a certainty. It's coming near the Carolinas in majority of the models. This one, a little bit different. Let me see, where are we on? This is a model run that brings it really close to the Carolinas before turning out to sea. Look at where the spaghetti models are on that one. That's a little bit more disagreeing. What we do know for sure is it's probably going to get to a Cat 2, possibly Cat 3. And if it gets in the right environment, possibly higher end Cat 3. So now we take a look at different models. The European. The European seems to have this block here, this trough here, so a low pressure system up here, which would move this out to sea. That's one of the thinkings that these models are currently having, and that's why it's so difficult right now to say, hey, this is what we're going to most likely see. This is why this tropical system may get interesting. This is the H-Wharf model. As you see, it gets near Florida and gets very close to the Carolinas, making landfall on the Cape and then being close to New Jersey. This is the H-Wharf, like I said. Right now, I would not be too concerned where these models are saying it's going. These are just possibilities based on model data. That's the Carolina coast right there. This is a different model. This is, let's see, a GFDL model, I believe, off the coastline now. Let's see, the Japan model, Japanese. This is much closer to the Florida and Georgia coast. Like I said, I'm throwing you every possible model. This is the UK Met or the United Kingdom model, not the Euro, the Navy model. Excuse me. That's where this shows on this one. So, like I said, this Hurricane Matthew has a lot of different potential tracks, and we have to really watch it close. And based on where the low pressures and high pressure set up, will be eventually where the track goes. So stay with liveweatherblogs.com and the Weather Pros. So now we go into the review of the last few days. We're going to start with today. Very beautiful weather, severe weather pattern. Mesocyclone here, outside of a mesocyclone. This whole thing was rotating. Amazing, amazing, amazing. That's all I got to say about some of the weather in the last 2 days. With that picture, as you see, we had rotation very close. This is me, where I was located in Vinton. This is a rotation couplet. This is Stewartsville and Chambersburg. So this actually went over top those locations. So we really were watching this closely, especially with the amount of hook echoes we've been having in the last few days. Amazing to me. So then we go into yesterday, and this is yesterday. This is a wall cloud. You see how that lowers really low? And there's that nice clear base here. That was a rotating wall cloud yesterday that actually started trying to produce a funnel cloud. Like I said, this is a little bit earlier before it got a little bit further east, but this was when it was starting to mature a little bit. We had some of that scud coming up in here. It was rotating very nice upon itself. And in that radar image you can see here, there's the rotation that I was seeing from my location, the west. So, very, very busy the last few days for me. Obviously, I have to keep my client down here in Virginia very, he's in a Roanoke here. I had to keep him up to date and forecast stuff, but wild day. As a chaser, I enjoyed it. As a person, I was kind of worried we were going to see some tornadoes, because this storm actually, I had that wall cloud last night I just showed you yesterday, actually came tornado warned. So it makes for a long day when you're following these things. But when you chase and you're a safe chaser, it's an enjoyable time to see it. I think this has been the most hook echoed and rotating storms that I've seen in one day. I mean, in 2 days, excuse me, ever. In a state since I've been alive. And I talked to somebody from the Weather Service that's done many, many years and said the same thing. This is one of the most days with the most rotating thunderstorms he's ever seen. So, amazing 2 days. But, like I said, we'll keep an eye on Hurricane Mathew, and we'll keep you updated. Meteorologist Team Davis and the Weather Pros, thanks for watching. And also, thank you for following me on Twitter, at DDDLWB, and at Facebook, where you can find Facebook.com/live weather blogs. So, do that. Get involved with live weather blogs. Meteorologist Team Davison, thanks.